Now, I have to ask, what was your motivation in designing your shoe?
I actually design shoes in real life. Like, I test my shoes all the time, and I've always been hours just laying in my bed when I'm done playing 2K, designing shoes because I'm an artist. And when I designed this specific shoe, I went with the sticks because it's my favorite Jordan silhouette. It's classic. And then I wanted something that would stand out, that was also not too much. I added all types of materials, all types of colors, just to make it something that you can wear on the down low.
Set the tone early.
Traffic getting in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. GA, it's all yours.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money and legacy, my legacy will win that battle every time.
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in New York where they'll take on the Knicks.
And for the matchup with the Suns, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Shea is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Howard in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for the Timberwolves, they've got James Johnson, Malik Beasley out there with Evans. Then there's Towns, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot.
And, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Now here's Towns, coming off a stellar performance against Boston. On the wing, Shea, covered by Evans. Here's James, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Minnesota gets called for the foul.
Well, there are only a handful of players who've been on the line more often than LeBron, and no surprise, every one of them a Hall of Famer. That's where he's headed to.
Free throw good, LeBron. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers' history.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Here's Minnesota. Beasley outside. Pass to Johnson. Looks for Evans, gets it to him. Count the basket.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Robinson passes to Davis.
It's to my man, Anthony Davis.
Robinson picking up the assist.
And, gotta admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Here's Okogie. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Celtics in Boston. Here's Towns, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's Davis. Johnson with the block. And And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Evans dishes to Johnson. Some of those lottery-bound teams now giving more minutes to their younger players, developing them, looking into the future, which means more veterans, unfortunately, will have to sit and watch.
And, you know, I always say this, and it's much easier said than done, but you're a professional, whether you're in the rotation, a young player or an old player, you have to approach it in a professional manner. And that means accepting the good with the bad.
To my man, Dwight Howard.
And that takes a maturity level. And, you know, when the trade deadline is behind you, you only can control what you can control, and that's what veterans should be about.
And hopefully the coach communicates the ideas behind the move, too.
I like that. There's no obligation to do so.
Right. And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Deflects the pass. Towns with the steal. Lets it go from 14. He's off on that one. LeBron with some nice deep. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Wizards. Wants to get it to Robinson and does.
Lay it for me.
Count it.
Well, this season, it still has some time to go, but right now, you have to think that Jay is the odds-on favorite to be Rookie of the Year. He's just done so much for this team all season.
Right? I'd be hard-pressed to name another rookie that has come in and transformed their team the way that Jay has elevated this roster. Anything can happen. We know that with the award. But right now, it's Jay's race to lose.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start off the game. That's to Howard. LeBron kicks to Robinson. Dishes it to Howard. Good, and the assist goes
To my man, Dwight Howard.
Robinson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4 or 5.
Now here's Towns. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
You see, Towns doesn't dip much after the catch. I mean, he gets the ball right up to the set point and ready to deliver. Really sound fundamentals in that regard.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Evans. He had 16 points in the win against Boston. And stolen by Jay. And here's the break. Here's Howard. And
Just to my man, Dwight Howard.
Easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
There's an example of that strength that Dwight Howard possesses. I love seeing him fight through contact.
And the Timberwolves need a
Timeout
timeout.
called first of the game for Minnesota. Their last game against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively. They were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Come in for time. Hernan Gomez comes in for Johnson. Turner's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Malik Beasley. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Morris comes in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. And it's Green in for Williams.
And I'll tell you,
Just to my man, JaVale McGee.
the Wolves fans, one playoff appearance in the last 15 years.
Yeah, and you know, they've had some exciting talent in Minnesota, guys, but
Oh, gets that steal. Anticipates. Assist for me.
You want to spin it positively. They still have that talent, and a lot of the talent is young. Jay knows
Started that
to put it up at
fast
all
break
times, scanning
in
the
transition.
ball, because that way you can deliver to an open teammate on time, on target.
Now here's Turner. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Here's Spellman, guarded by McGee. Spellman, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to get
Assist to my man, JaVale McGee.
that good look.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball.
Beat that player takeover.
So it's the Timberwolves now after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Hernan Gomez. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as
Gotta foul me.
as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well.
Perfect release.
Splash.
Splash.
The balance that they've shown.
You know, in talking to Jay's teammates, one of the takeaways is that he's terrific in the locker room and really funny.
Perfect release.
Has
Splash.
a way of keeping everybody loose. And, you know, even though in today's game floor spacing is all the rage, the last 5 years the Wolves attempted the fewest threes in the league. And when they did shoot them, they didn't make very many of them.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Culver. That one a little long. Lakers leading by 9. To the paint.
It's to my man Morris.
That's good on the assist from Robinson.
And the Timberwolves need a
All of
timeout.
their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Minnesota calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Nice shot by Culver.
And how about the balance there for Culver? Really good at staying in control despite the D being all over.
Down low. Jay missing.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Culver. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Lukey.
Rajon Rondo.
And how about the attitude Culver's playing with right now?
Lakers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. A lot of guys like to shoot off the dribble, but Clark, there are some that really are better at it, shooting off that catch in the NBA.
Yeah, and who do you have in mind, Kevin? I got a couple of names that I'm thinking about. What about you?
Well, I'm thinking Klay Thompson, because that backcourt is so prolific, and he's been
Gets
so
LeBron
great.
transition.
It is trademark.
Yeah, it has been. Redick would be another guy.
Yes, another good.
And I think that would come to mind. And even though he's later in his career now, but Kyle Korver, one of the very best we've had in the league at shooting off the catch.
James Johnson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Culver. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's a Kobe into the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Oldie.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea, in the last game against the Wizards, put on a show. He scored 12 points, and as expected, he distributed the rock and got his teammates involved. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. Kevin will want to keep it going tonight.
Now, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he loved to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contribution. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure. And draws so
Assist
much
to my man Dion Waiters.
and it opens up opportunities. this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. He's been absolutely relentless.
Culver kicks to Johnson. Here's a Kobe, over by LeBron. Over James. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. And the basket by Johnson.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Lakers leading by 5. Shea outside. LeBron passes to Shea. Out the dish to Davis. Over Johnson. And Davis can't get it to go. Minnesota's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. James has a two-pointer. Carl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Kobe, the pass to Towns. To the left side wing. Here's Culver. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Shea.
Just to my man, Deion Waiters.
And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Waiters got 13 points in just this quarter. Timberwolves trail by 7.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Culver. Another miss by Minnesota. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Passes it to Howard. Back to Jay. And
Dunk for me. Great off-ball movement.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nice shot by Culver.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Shea climbs in. Howard can't hit.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Here's a Kobe. Here's Culver. Can't hit from in close.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, it looked like the ball really was moving there in the first half.
Yeah, the game is simple when you make the extra pass, when you play the right way. We start out playing this way. We got to continue it for 4 quarters.
I know that's your area of emphasis, Frank. Thanks a lot. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back to... And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And you know, Jarrett Culver has really been making it happen, guys.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points came close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Robinson is out there with Deion Waiters. And it's Howard in at the center position. Here's Beasley. Rebound the Lakers. They've led
Get to Waiters in transition.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Here's Jay. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
Gotta foul me.
And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned.
Splash.
Part of growing up as a kid in Ohio.
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also
Splash.
the sports love that exists throughout the state. And being able to experience that and enjoy that with my dad and my siblings, that's special. And having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
Yeah, they want to get the half off to a quick start, and they know who to go to.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Omari Spellman has come in for James Johnson. Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. James kicks to Jay. Back to James.
Assist to my man, LeBron James.
Robinson's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Evans outside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender. That's what he stamped at.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting two. And Minnesota gets called for the foul. For Los Angeles, they have an exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. And the first one down. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
On deep, Evans.
Oh, that's right.
From beyond the arc and then some. Evans has got 10.
Outstanding vision from Karl Anthony Towns. Not only is he willing to give it up, but he's ready to
To my man, LeBron James.
Nice shot by James.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And the final
No way.
from Evans. From outside, off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the...
Assist to my man, LeBron James.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Here's Towns. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Robinson passes to Davis.
Assist to my man, Anthony Davis.
Up to 12 now for the Lakers.
Those defenders just
Activate that player takeover.
Gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Evans finds Turner. Second half of play. We're 3 minutes into the third here. 5 on the clock. Back to Evans. 3-pointer. Kept the wide. Here's Towns. That ball is good for another field goal. His 60 is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Hey, I tell you what, I've got a 39-inch shirt sleeve. Karl Anthony Towns has to be north of 40, and with that reach, you can see why he snatches up those rebounds.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And, you know, the Timberwolves made Karl Anthony Towns their franchise cornerstone going forward. Cat signed a 5-year deal worth $190 million, and really it's not even a question. He's the present and future of this team.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Davis. Murray comes in for LeBron.
Rondo hits a 3.
Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Dion Waiters. Turner looking around. Towns against Morris. Towns, no luck. And with Towns in his extension, Clark, it would have been hard to imagine the Timberwolves doing anything different.
You know, I think it's really rare to find a player so complete at this young age as Towns is. I mean, the production he gives you with his scoring and rebounding is really irreplaceable.
To the inside. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, I love how Towns plays with the chip on his shoulder. He brings it every night with force.
Jay, right side. And they double up Jay. Rondo kicks to Robinson. Rondo passes to Kuzma. The Lakers need to get a shot off here.
Assist to my man, Rondo.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Evans dishes to Turner. Out to the right wing. Here's Towns. Morris with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding.
This is to my man Kuzma.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Let's go. Rebound by Murray.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Shea passes
This is to my man Murray.
Murray with the jam.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Turner against Murray. Turner inside. Towns drops him a layup for two. Towns has got 10 points here in the second half.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And the last 2 years, Karl Anthony Towns getting wrapped as a bad defender. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Robinson passes to Davis.
This is to my man Anthony Davis.
The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
We've got Evans, also Malik Beasley out there, and it's Spellman in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And here's Evans outside. The Lakers with the rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. The pass to Murray.
This is to my man Murray.
Another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Evans bounce pass. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Marquis Forrest is checked in for Los Angeles. Alex Caruso comes in for Green. For Los Angeles, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Robinson
To my man Dwight Howard. Ooh, 20 assists.
Howard determined to punish the rim and scare off defenders when he gets inside. Watch out now.
And here's Korver. Evans left side. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And a big lead for them on
Dunk in transition, got my double-double.
the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Reed. He's guarded by Howard. Pass to Evans. They need this. That shot off the mark. And the Lakers take it the other way.
You know, he's been
Dunk in transition.
off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Reed misses.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces.
Gotta foul me.
Going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
In a moment, I'll quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Splash, perfect
Something that
release.
also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Splash.
Sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me.
It's to my man Morris.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how
Activate the player to take over for the third time this
Boy,
game.
this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Outside Corver. Mark the relationship between referees and players. Reaching a fever pitch. What can be done to smooth those waters and mend those fences?
Well, I think first and foremost, players have to give. Both sides have to give in this equation, but I think it's incumbent upon the players to accept and respect the position of the officials, and the officials have to also be willing to engage and interacting well with the players. It's a two-way street, but I think most
Try to
of
foul me.
the players, because they have to control how they respond to it.
Splash, perfect release.
Officials have to respond to it.
And both free throws.
Made the second. Made them both.
1:39 left here in the fourth quarter. Passes to Vanderbilt. Here's Hernan Gomez. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Vanderbilt the pass to Corver. The pass to Vanderbilt. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot. The shot by Turner, no good. Here are the Lakers. They're on a 16-4 run right now.
Draw another foul.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning
Splash.
out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
In what has really been a fantastic year, these guys expect to win each night just as they've done here tonight. And this will end up another big win, making it 65 on the season.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Robinson.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Caldwell Pope for 3. That one, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Vanderbilt. Robinson pulls it in.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Bragg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Bragg. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Badge upgrade unlocked. Playmaker. 21 assists, 17 points, 6 rebounds.
2K Sports post-game show.
And we welcome you back. I'm Ernie Johnson. We got Shaq here. We got Kenny here. With this one in the books, we've got a special post-game guest joining us.
Hey, this is Kenny here, man. You were phenomenal and a catalyst for this offense tonight. Talk about the responsibility of keeping everybody involved.
Truth be told, Jet Man, I'm just another cog in the machine. That is so cool, but top to bottom, it's Roster's full of guys. Make the extra pass.
That gives people confidence.
Gives people confidence if they do give it the ball. That they get it back. Makes everybody happy.
Man, you got an extra roster spot for me?
Come on in, bro.
Come on in, bro.
And thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We'll see you next time, and the time after that, too.
Fourth in the MVP race. First Rookie of the Year. Cold flashy bastard.